Hello my friends and welcome to episode 14 of our Football Manager 2020 beta Let's Play with Rangers. Today we are taking on Prishtina, who I think, if I'm right in thinking, are from... I can't even remember. Kosovo. That's what I had in my head, but I couldn't think of it. So they're from Kosovo. We're travelling there originally. Now we've had some big issues. We've had quite a hectic pre-season. I like a busy pre-season. But that has created a fitness headache for us for this game. Between injuries and fitness, in fact, between injuries, we have three wingers fit, and none of them are above, apart from Prishtina, I think, none of them are above 85% fitness. So we've got a Harry Wilson and Prishtina in today. Prishtina on the left rather than the right, which I said I was going to play him, because Ken is absolutely done. There's no way he could have lasted 45 minutes, never mind 90. He's not even on the bench, despite that situation. So it was a desperate situation for us. Midfield wasn't much better, but we had so many more options there. And defence was similar, between obviously internationals and stuff. And then same in goals. McGregor and McCrory were there. Fadnez was away out on international duty, so he couldn't play. So I promised Suter basically the ball-playing defender role when I signed him. So he's in on the right. Golson moves into the normal central defender role on the left. Barisic knackered, so Hickey plays. Tavernier knackered, so O'Donnell plays. Ross McCrory in central defence, Robbie is in goal. Dirk proper in the box-to-box role, that's just sort of a rotation option. David Turnbull in. I want to see how he gets on in central midfield. Harry Wilson, not fully fit, I think he's 85. At left wing, Prishtina, the only fully fit winger that we have, left wing. And I was going to play Brophy for this game, but I seen Morelos was down at something like 42% match sharpness, so I felt, we need to give Alfredo a game. If Gary McAllister's not going to do it, I have to do it. So I'm basically going to tell them to have a good game. I've got both of McCrory's in the squad for the second game running. In fact, did Ross play against Aberdeen? I don't know. Robbie certainly did. But first proper start of the season, and we've got both the McCrory's in. We've got McLeod on the bench as well. Is Morelos? Oh, there's that match sharpness not coming into play. Might be with the shot, but we know one-on-ones are an issue at present in Football Manager 2020. So we'll give it a bit of a breather. Harry Wilson with the corner, whips it in towards Prishtina. He's never going to win that as the cat comes in the door, which is what that squeak is. As you can see there, Harry Wilson's fitness, Katic, Barisic not much better, and our fullbacks get shattered, so that's why I didn't want to start either of the tired fullbacks. We need to sort of set piece takers out, but I want Connor Goldson scored from a free kick, delivered by Harry Wilson, but I want to make sure our sort of team is settled, before I go and sort all that out, and then we'll lose half the team and then I've got to go and redo it all again, basically. But Harry Wilson's ball in, finds Goldson, keeper gets a hand to it, not enough, it's in the corner from that hand, probably been in the middle of the goal if he didn't. 1-0 up against Prishtina, and I can't remember, the draw for the next round's already been done, and I can't actually remember who we're playing, but it was a favourable tie, shall we say, with the away leg first again, which is kind of what I prefer. I prefer the away leg first, I always do, always will, because it means you know what you've got to do in the home game. Turnbull has to be doing better there. Marenka, Saki, Prishtina responds well. David Turnbull, great ball from Turnbull into Morelos. Can he hit it? It's saved onto the bar. Hickey, no recreation of the chance from Hickey. Getting the ball whipped in, Suter heads down, or rather he lost out. Proper. David Turnbull, just wide from the former Motherwell man. Obviously tried to sign for Celtic. In fact, it was pretty much announced that he'd signed for Celtic, and then something went wrong at the end of the real life season in the summer. So I kind of feel like I've stuck one up there to the Celtic situation. Ross McCrory, proper. Turnbull. This is obviously quite a heavily rotated side as well, so this is a bit of a gamble side that Turnbull responds. Hickey, Goldson, but I felt we have to. Our backups have to be capable of playing at this level as well. Proper. Harry Wilson. Clear penalty. And who's going to be taking it? Because I'm going to probably change it. it's not going to let me change it. So probably going to be Morelos, but I was going to quickly change it to Turnbull. Morelos for a chance for his first of the season. He takes it in the back of the net. Alfredo Morelos with the goal. Good strike from the Colombian international. He got his first call up for the Copa America. I don't think he played any games, but he did get his first call up. Thake thrown in, but it's headed straight back to him by one of our players, unfortunately. Ibrahimi, Kishna, good pressing, good winning. Goal, Ricardo Kishna with a goal in his debut, the former Lazio man, of course. Free signing, and I feel he is a very, very good player for a free signing. Also, I'm going to apologise, the last episode was 40 minutes long. I've not even edited it down yet, and I've got no idea how I'm getting it down, so I apologise, because it's probably still going to be at least 35 when I upload. So I apologise for that, guys. But we had a lot of transfers to go through and a lot of stuff, but that's why I wanted to do a pre-season preview, and I felt it was a very, very good time to attempt it. I was going to say we're 2-0 up, but we're 3-0 up. We can probably start thinking about making some changes at half time, getting people on the pitch. O'Donnell throws in, Morelos back to O'Donnell, the former Curly man, and it goes Turnbull wide again from David Turnbull. And I'm going to go with, I don't get complacent. Now, fitness wise, let's get Harry Wilson off. So we'll put Kishna across there now. As we know, we've not got a winger on the bench. Lewis McLeod can play out here, just about, so we're going to throw him in there. He's not really stat built for it, but he'll be good enough. And I think Kishna will shoot the right hand side, and getting him game time out there is a good idea. O'Donnell with the throw towards Kishna, doesn't find him. McCrory heads down, Dirk proper. McCrory, Turnbull launches it. O'Donnell on the run. He found some space here. I don't know what he's doing that far forward when Kishna's nowhere to be seen. It's a really, really poor ball in from Stephen O'Donnell. McCrory picks this up. Ross McCrory, that is. Back to O'Donnell. Can he make another better ball in this time? No, he can't. He finds proper instead. McCrory, Turnbull, back to McCrory, back to Turnbull. They're just playing it between them. Turnbull this time does find a bit more space. Manages to turn, finds McLeod. Oh, good ball out. Hickey. Goal. I think that's his first goal for us. We'll find out. Yep, his first Rangers goal for Aaron Hickey. But he just picked up a bit of space. Turnbull does well to find him. McLeod has got so locked in the central, and Hickey just finds space. They must be defending quite narrow for Hickey to get that much space. But he just brings it in, hits it on his right. Keeper again gets a fist to it, but nowhere near enough. We're going to make another sub. We're going to bring on Ryan Jack for Dirk proper. Make sure that we're getting fitness through all these guys, and making sure that everyone is getting a fair bite of the cherry. To play now, I think again Morelos is up to 74% match fitness. Let's bring on Eamon Brophy. We'll give Hickey the full 90 here, even though his fitness is starting to deteriorate. McLeod launches in, goes in off the bar, and Bajaki, why am I calling him Bajaki? Bekaj with the save off the bar. 80 minutes played, we're 4-0 up. This is a fairly comfortable win, in all honesty. A good way to start the season with a 4-0 win over Prishtina. And we're going to skip straight to the second leg at Ibrox. I'm still going to show it because, 4-0s have been turned around in Football Manager in the past. I'm going to cancel that friendly against Wimbledon for fitness reasons. And I'll see pitch side in just a second. This looks a bit more like a team. Got some information for you, but we'll go into that in the game. Brain completely freezing there. We've got Farinez in goal, he's back from international duty. We've got Tavernier, Suter, Katic and Barisic in defence. McCrory in the holding role with Aribo and Jack in the midfield. Harry Wilson, Ryan Kent and Alfredo Morelos starts up top. Hunu on the bench, Keishna on the bench, Turnbull, Acosta, O'Donnell, Goldson and McGregor. That should have been, McCrory. Is that Granit Xhaka's brother? I'm curious of this. Relation. Is that Granit's brother? I know Granit has a brother who doesn't play for Switzerland. Yeah, that's his brother. So I'm going to guess cousin or something. Is he any good? No. Probably about as good as Granit Xhaka at Arsenal in real life. We're going to get straight into this game though. And, that's a motivation. I like that. Now we're almost full strength here. Got a couple of players. Jack Sewer's at 70% condition. Please tell me he was not at 70% and I missed it. Now, most of this team was actually Gary McAllister's recommendation. He said, why don't we use this team? And I said, okay. And then I made a couple of changes to it, but I didn't look at everything. Suter was in the squad, so I assume I've not missed, both me and McAllister have not missed a massive fitness issue and he's just picked up an early knock. So, news for you. Billy Davies has been offered the Wickham manager's job. He is obviously the reserves manager at the minute. I expect him to accept that, but we'll get some compensation for it, which will go into the transfer budget, and we'll be able to replace him quite easily, I think. There's interest there. There's a couple of people who I would look at to bring in that role. This has been a fairly poor start from us, though, as they look to get back in this game. Kent brings us out. He's got Morelos ahead of him. Goes at himself, and he's done his man. Can he cut it back? No, he can't. He just goes for it and just slides it past the goalkeeper. What a goal from Ryan Kent. Running about 3/4 the length of the pitch. Getting past the challenge. The goalkeeper, to be fair, did not do a good job of goalkeeping there. And the other big bit of news is, you'll know from the last episode, there was no interest at all in Connor Goldson. Well, we had a bid. And it said, it was from Everton, and it said, Connor Goldson will be very upset if I do not accept this bid. I looked at the price and I went, no chance. So I spoke to him and I said, hey, listen, this bid's not in the finances. And he went, okay, what will you accept? So I said 20 million. He said no. I said 50 million. He said no. I said, right, 12.5, which was already lower than what I personally would want to accept. But, trying to be fair to the guys, trying to say, you play well for us. We'll let you have that big move. And he goes, that's too much. So I was like, right, I'm not accepting the offer. Let's negotiate with Everton and see what they say. So I removed all their little add-ons and I said 20 million. And I added on 15% of next sale and locked it. And they went, no, 6 million. And I went, no, what about 15 million after removing all the add-ons again? Apart from they still locked in 50% of next sale that they cannot adjust. And they went, yeah, we'll give you that. And I went, okay. So Connor's now kicked off that I'm not accepting a bid of 12.5 million. But we've got 15 million. I expect him to go. So we will need to bring in another ball-playing defender. But obviously we've already covered off the first team element of that by bringing in John Suter. So we're already, Connor Goldson was the one player that I was realistically prepared to lose this window. We'd already brought in a first team quality replacement. I've also made a couple of moves for a couple of other players who will need work permits, who might come into the first team, might not, but they come very, very highly recommended. So I scouted them, and my scouts are very, very excited. So this is not a good performance. So I'm going to go with assertive. I'm not happy here. And send them back out again. Suter must have picked the Pinnock early because he's now fit again. So what can we do? Goal scoring's the issue here. We're having the shots, we're having the target, shots on target. But we're not scoring. Their goalkeeper's having a good game. It's a different goalkeeper they've got in this game. So I wonder if they maybe had a goalkeeper injured in the last one. But I would still expect better. Tavernier brings it into the box. Back for Harry Wilson. Morelos. Did he tip that onto the bar? What a save if he's tipped that onto the bar, by the way. Barisic with the corner, whips it in. Suter loses out. Kent retrieves. Barisic whips it in again. Weaker right foot, but still a very good ball in. Cleared away in the end by Prishtina. And we will make our first sub. But that's a big reason why we started with Suter for this game instead of Goldson. I think his head's been turned, to be truthful. And you know what, for 50 million for a 28-year-old defender, and we get 15% of his next sale, which because he's now going to be in England will be a lot more, we could get a decent amount of money if he moved before he sort of say 30. We'll bring on Kishna now as well. Really, really not happy with this performance. It's not been good enough at all. So I'm going to go for demand more. Probably, got some focus. Ibrahimi takes the free kick. Karenka. I feel like we're playing a completely different side here for Prishtina as well. But here is Kishna. Kishna gets on his left. Goal. Easy as you like from Ricardo Kishna. And I tell you what, There's something that excites me about getting players like Ricardo Quixon on a free. They're very, very good. And I know I'm changing his position, but I'm looking at the kind of things that he's good at. And I genuinely think he could play an inside forward on the right as a fairly good option. And he already has some ability to do that. That is a very, very good finisher. As much as he shows his 1.5 stars by my coaches, I'm ignoring that. And I am trusting, historically, when I have moved a player's position, it's been a good decision. Remember, if you go back to Blackburn with Jay Fulton, I think it was, brought him in as a midfielder, retrained him as a ball-playing defender, and he was brilliant at it. And, everyone was saying, he's a change. I want to give David Turnbull his first goal. And he's pretty good at penalties, to be fair. So I have to trust my gut on that. Jay Fulton was a championship. He saved that. I shouldn't have changed. He was a championship level ball winning midfielder, but a lower end Premiership ball playing defender, in my opinion. And he showed that for us with Blackburn. And he was a big reason why we got promoted in that save. Katic out on the wing, never going. You want him in the middle rather than out on the wing, really, don't you? Going to make our final sub. I shouldn't have put Acosta and Turnbull on the bench. That's been a bit of a mistake, really. Let's bring on Hanu for his debut. He needs a bit of fitness. He's been injured through pre-season. Just small little injuries, none of the big ones like the other lad that we brought in. But this has not been a performance I expect from Rangers in this second leg. We're not great in the first leg, but we're constant creating chances. The second leg, not quite good enough. Turnbull, Hanu, Kishna. I should also say I gave Joe Aribo the new contract. A couple of players came to me and I said, basically, do you know what? Let's not give him a new contract. Everyone was happy with that and then give him a new contract anyway. Because, well, why not? It's one less player that I have to worry about getting poached in this window because he won't move because he's just signed a new contract for the entirety of this window. And even the next window, it looks like on this year's game anyway, that might be a bit of an issue, a bit of a help for 2 windows, unless you want to get rid. Barisic fouled by somebody. I think this is just an end-of-game highlight, to be honest now. So I do expect Goulson not to be here in the next episode. I do expect to be replacing the reserves manager. I do expect to have to find a central defender. But other than that, I'm fairly happy with the squad. Ryan Kent getting man of the match, which he kind of has to do just now, given the strength and depth we've got in the wings now. And that will just about end this episode. We're going to remember who we're playing in the next round. Stuart injured, 12 days. For the next clean sheet, Hanu also made his debut, Fredly cancelled. Astana! I think that's similar neck of the woods. It's Kazakhstan. I think somebody we brought in used to be their manager, I think. And bid accepted for Palacios. Ezekiel Palacios. Have a look at this guy. Met his release clause. It's so highly rated. It's another midfielder, but it would allow us to sell Ryan Jack, which would allow us profit should we get him. And my scouts say a work permit's unlikely, but we'll work on that because we can work on that through the fee, which is enough, and the wages. And I'll end the episode on Ezekiel Palacios maybe coming, Connor Goulson maybe leaving, Billy Davis likely leaving, and I'll hopefully catch you all next time.